Hello, guys. I'm Timothy Earl with Baseball Talk with the Earl Brothers, and we got another What You Missed in the MLB from yesterday. And we get to talk over a bunch of fun games that happened, some good pitching performances, some good hitting performances. So we will talk over every single game and what happened. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm going to try to do these every single day. Just kind of breaking down what happened in the MLB each day. So stay tuned. Lots of content coming out like this every single day, along with some other fun videos that we have planned. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Let's jump into it. We'll start off with the Atlanta Braves and the no designated city Athletics. Braves end up winning the series. They win this one 5-1. Behind a really good pitching performance by Chris Sale. Chris Sale went 6 innings, allowing 1 earned run, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, and a walk. The only hit was Shea Bangdeliers, who hits his 5th home run of the year. We'll talk about him later. And I accidentally clicked off of the page, which is great. Cool. Good job, Tim. On the opposite side, you had Luis Severino going for the Athletics. 3 1/3, 4 innings. 3 1/3, 4 earned runs, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 5 walks. Not a good game from Sevy. Back-to-back kind of rough games for Severino to start the year. But we look at the scoring in this one. Drake Baldwin is a beast. He gets us started with a 2-run single. He's just been off and running. He's been the best player on this Atlanta Braves team so far this year. As we mentioned, Shea Bangdeliers gets the only run for the Athletics, his 5th home run of the year, his league-leading 5th home run for the start of this year, which is 6 games in. So he's on a really nice pace. Obviously, not going to hold up. Drake Baldwin in the bottom of the 4th, 2-run double. So he gets some more RBIs. He ends up getting 4 RBIs in this game out of the 5 because Matt Olson is the one that singles in the final run for the Athletics. Not for the Athletics, for the Braves, in the 4th inning as well. After that, the bullpen was elite. 3 hits in 3 innings, no earned runs on the Atlanta side. The bullpens for the Athletics, the final 2 guys, went 4 innings, allowing 1 hit and no earned run. So good bullpen work, but unfortunately for the Athletics, not enough to be able to catch up. Braves 5, Athletics 1. Athletics dropped to 1-5 on the year. They have not yet played a home game. I believe they get to play their home opener on Friday. Atlanta is up to 4-2. The Rangers and the Orioles finally get to tag one back. They salvaged the series. They do not get swept. They win this one 8-3. Rangers had Eovaldi on the mound. Another rough game for Nathan Eovaldi. 6 earned runs, 8 hits in 4 innings, 5 strikeouts, and 3 walks. He has just not been great to start the year, but it's only 6 games in. It's only 2 starts in for him. No need to overreact. On the opposite side, Trevor Rogers has been phenomenal. 2 earned runs, 6 hits in 6 innings, 3 strikeouts and a walk. He's allowed 2 earned runs in his first 13 innings of work. Really nice to see there. And then Suarez came in, only allowing 1 earned run and 2 hits in 3 innings, closing it out for the Orioles. Scoring came from a sac fly from Jermaine Johnson, a RBI double from Ward, a 2-run double from Tavares. The Rangers get on the board of the Josh Jung RBI single, a Duran RBI single. Bottom of the 5th, a solo shot from Basalos, his first of the year, makes it 5-2. Jermaine Johnson back in the RBI column as he gets an RBI single to make it 6-2. Taylor Ward with another RBI. He makes it 7-2. A solo shot for Dylan Beavers, his first of the year, makes it 8-2. Corey Seager gets one back in the top of the 8th. That was his 3rd home run of the year, but ultimately not enough for the Rangers to come back. Baltimore 8, Rangers 3. Baltimore back up to 500 at 3-3. The Rangers drop to 4-2. Still a nice solid start to the season for them. They have won back-to-back series to start the year. Now, when I type up the games, I just switched the numbers and everything. I didn't have to for this game. Pirates 8, Reds 3 for the second day in a row. And this was behind a bounce back performance by Paul Skeens, who went 5 innings, allowing 1 earned run, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. His ERA has dropped from 67.5 to 9.53. Once again, we're 2 starts in. Nobody needs to freak out about Paul Skeens. He'll be just fine. On the red side, Andrew Abbott did not have a great game. 4 earned runs, 5 hits, 5 2/3 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Scoring in this game included a 3-run bomb, his 3rd of the year for O'Neal Cruz, which I probably should have had him on the thumbnail yesterday. He'll probably be on the thumbnail today. Nathaniel Lowe, an RBI double for Cincinnati in the bottom of the 4th, made it 3-1. Horowitz walked in the 6th inning, made it 4-1. And Eugenio Suarez, with his 2nd home run of the year, made it 4-3. So it got close until Pittsburgh goes, all right, we're going to put this game away. Nick Gonzalez, a 2-run single, and Brian Reynolds, a 2-run homer. Ends up making it 6-3, then 8-3, and that's where we end up having the final. Pirates 8, Reds 3. Both teams are at 500. Pittsburgh takes the series. They're back at even 500 after losing their opening series in New York. We head to Philadelphia, where we have our first of 3 extra inning games of the day. And we're going to be talking them 3 out of the next 4 games. Philly 6, Washington 5. Washington had Cade Cavalli on the mound, who was very good. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. On the opposite side, you had Christopher Sanchez, who also dueled with him, 5 1/3 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, 4 walks. Sanchez has a 0.79 ERA to start the year. That was the first run that he's allowed. He has been nothing short of phenomenal. In terms of scoring, the Philadelphia Phillies got out to an early lead. They started off up 1-0 on an RBI double from Kyle Schwarber. A strikeout that ended up getting past the catcher and ended up scoring Joey Wiemers, tied up the game in the 2nd inning for Washington. And then Washington starts to go off for a little bit. Milius with an RBI single made it 2-1. CJ Abrams made it 5-1 with a 3-run homer. And we figured, we're good to go. Washington should be able to have this game. Philly goes, not quite yet. JT Realmuto, solo shot in the 7th. Bryce Harper, solo shot in the 8th. And down to their final out, Edmundo Sosa with a 2-run single ties up the game at 5. Washington can't score in the top of the 10th. Justin Crawford, the rookie, walks it off in the bottom of the 10th. Phillies come all the way back from 5-1 to win this game 6-5. Both teams are now sitting at even 500, 3-3. Phillies take the series. All right, let's have a little bit of fun. Rocktober, baby. Rockies 2, Blue Jays 1 in extra innings. What a game for the Rockies. What a series for the Rockies, because they end up winning the series in this one. Rockies had Kyle Freeland on the mound. He allowed 1 earned run, 5 hits, 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, and a walk. The rest of the bullpen was phenomenal, only allowing 2 hits in the last 5 innings, because it went 10 innings. 2 hits in the last 5 innings of play for Colorado Rockies bullpen, which was very, very impressive. Gausman, 6 shutout innings, allowing 2 hits and 10 strikeouts. He's got a 0.75 ERA to start the year. Unfortunately for the Blue Jays, even with that performance, still wasn't good enough to beat the Rockies. Davis Schneider, RBI single for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 3rd. Troy Johnson ties it up in the 8th. Tyler Freeman singles to score the run in the top of the 10th. And then the Blue Jays can't do anything in the bottom of the 10th. Rocktober takes the series. They move up to 2-4. Toronto drops to 4-2. And a big series win for the Rockies. I wish we could say the same for the White Sox, but they continue to get dismantled, and they're probably they're in rough shape. Although it was a masterful performance by a certain guy named Sandy Alcantara, who went 9 innings, Complete game shutout, 3 hitters, 7 strikeouts, and 93 pitches. He threw a Maddox. Very, very impressive by him. On the opposite side, Shane Smith threw 3 innings, allowing 7 earned runs, 8 hits, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. Not great from last year's All-Star from the White Sox. In terms of offense, Liam Hicks, RBI single, makes it 1-0. Connor Norby, RBI double, makes it 2-0. Owen Casey, 2-run single, makes it 4-0. Liam Hicks home run, his 3rd of the year, makes it 6-0. Sanoha, RBI single, makes it, or 2-run single, makes it 8-0. Liam Hicks, another RBI in this game, makes it 9-0. And Otto Lopez with a solo shot just to have that cherry on top, makes it 10-0. Really good game from Liam Hicks, who's batting .467 this season with a 1659 OPS. Insane start from him. And a guy that was part of the Rule 5 draft and the Marlins grabbed, and he's been phenomenal to start the year. White Sox down to 1-5. The first place Miami Marlins by 2 games. By 1 game because the Braves are 4-2. But first place Miami Marlins at 5-1. Kind of a disgusting game up next. The Mets won the Cardinals 2. Just an overall, just ugly game. Ugly series from both sides. I'm not going to – the Cardinals try to give the Mets every chance to win the series, and the Mets kind of did the same. Pitching was great. Pitching has been not a problem. Freddie Peralta, 1 earned run, 3 hits, and 5 1/3, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. He was great. Brazoban ended up letting up the run that counted towards Freddie Peralta. And then a bloop in the 11th inning we'll talk about in a minute. But Liberatore, 1 earned run, 3 hits, 6 innings, 2 strikeouts, and a walk. That one run came off of the bat of Juan Soto. His first home run of the year made it 1-0 Mets. Nolan Gorman immediately singles in the bottom of the 6th to tie it up. Mason Wynn with the bloopiest of bloop singles in the bottom of the 11th, where the guy on 3rd ends up scoring J.J. Weatherholt, and the Cardinals take the series. That one finished in 11 innings. Both Cardinals sitting at now 4-2. Mets even 500 at 3-3. We keep on rolling the Rays and the Brewers. Brewers continue their hot run to start the year. They win this one 8-2. And we look at the two sides. Rasmussen pitched 5 innings, allowed 1 earned run on 2 hits, 8 strikeouts, and a walk. He has been really solid to start the year. Granted, he's a 5-and-dive guy. I want to see a little bit more from him pitching-wise. On the opposite side, Mizorowski went 6 innings, allowing 2 earned runs, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Once again, another impressive pitching performance by him. He's got 18 strikeouts to start the year. So very impressed in what we've seen from Jacob Mizorowski. Scoring in this one, Tampa Bay got it started early. Yandy Diaz in the 3rd inning with the 2-run shot. And then they went, all right, that's enough scoring for us. Brewer goes, okay, my turn. Bryce Terang in the bottom of the 3rd ties up the game with a 2-run homer. Christian Yelich, RBI 2-run single. Garrett Mitchell, 2-run double. Blake Perkins, an RBI ground out. David Hamilton, an RBI single. Made it 8-2, a 6-run 8th inning. Got the job done for the Brewers as they win this one 8-2. They advance to 5-1. Tampa Bay drops to 2-4. The alarm bells are continuing to go off a little bit for the Boston Red Sox as the Astros win 6-4 in their game. And this was off of Garrett Crochet. So kind of your stopper, the one that's supposed to change the momentum, and he did not have a good game. Went 5 innings, allowed 4 earned runs, 6 hits, 7 strikeouts, no walks. Just not a normal game from Mr. Crochet. Astros had Burrows on the mound. He had a nice little bounce back from his first game, which was an ugly start. 2 earned runs, 5 hits in 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Overall, Burrows was pretty solid. It was the offense, though, that came around. Boston started off good early, up 1-0 in the first after a RBI single from Contreras. But that did not last long because in the bottom of the first, a 2 spot for the Houston Astros. Isaac Paredes tied up the game with an RBI double. Christian Walker with an RBI single. Good to see Christian Walker kind of get back into it. He's batting .320 to start the year, which is nice to see. An RBI ground out in the top of the second for Jalen Duran ties up the game there. Carlos Correa with one of the killing blows, a 3-run homer in the bottom of the fifth. Now that made it 5-2. Christian Vasquez added to it with his first homer of the year, makes it 6-2. Wilyer Abreu, a solo shot in the eighth, along with a Roman Anthony solo shot in the eighth. In the ninth, makes it 6-3 and then 6-4. But unfortunately for the Red Sox, that's all they were able to get. Red Sox get swept by the Astros in this one. Astros 6, Red Sox 4. Astros up to 5-2 on the year. 1-5 for the Red Sox. Not a great start to the year for them. We keep on rolling. The Angels and the Cubs. Cubs get back in the win column 6-2. Nice bounce back after them getting shut out the day before. Angels had Kikuchi on the mound, which did not pitch well. 5 innings, 5 1/3, 5 earned runs, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, 4 walks. Ultimately, wasn't the greatest of performances from him. Matthew Boyd, nice little bounce back after his ugly start. 1 earned run, 2 hits, 5 2/3 innings pitched, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. Very impressive from Mr. Matthew Boyd. This game was over in the third inning, though, with a RBI double from Nico Horner, who just got his extension. Good for him. Alex Bregman with a RBI single made it 2-0. Dansby Swanson with the sac fly made it 3-0. Matt Shaw with a RBI single makes it 4-0. Pete Crow Armstrong makes it 5-0. 5 runs off of 3 singles, a sac fly, and a double. It's Cubs baseball right there. Joe Adell with an RBI single and Jorge Soler with an RBI off of a fielding error. 5-1 and then 5-2. Matt Shaw with an RBI single in the bottom of the seventh made it 6-2. Not enough for the Angels to come back. Angels dropped to 3-4. Cubs 3-3. 3-3 after their 6-2 win yesterday. How about the pitcher's duel? Let's get a pitcher's duel. Diamondbacks 1, Tigers 0. This one was between Zach Gallen and Mr. Tariq Skubal. Skubal, 7 innings of 1 earned run, 6 hits, 3 strikeouts, and no walks. He was solid. Nothing that he did wrong, except for Zach Gallen was better. 4 hits, no earned runs, 6 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. In just what was a very good pitched game from the Arizona Diamondbacks. For scoring, how about I believe it was a second at-bat of the game, Corbin Carroll solo shot. Yep, that was it. That was all the scoring for the game. So that was enough. A solo shot in the first inning was enough to get the job done. After starting off 2-0, the Tigers have now lost 4 straight as the Arizona Diamondbacks sweep the Tigers at home after getting swept themselves. They are now 3-3. A battle between my number 2 and my number 3 team in the MLB from my preseason power rankings, Yankees and the Mariners. Yankees 5, Mariners 3. Yankees take the series in this one. And I had them flipped around, but it is what it is. Schittler looks good. No earned runs, 2 hits, 6 1/3, 7 strikeouts, no walks. He's looking into a stud. Yankees found a good one there. Still waiting for Judge to come around. Another 0-for-4 day for him. 125 batting average, but it's only 6 games in. It does not matter. On the opposite side, Kirby, not a good game for Kirby. 4 earned runs, 5 hits, 6 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, and 3 walks. So not the greatest game for him. Yankees started off in the first inning with a Ben Arroz RBI double. So that makes it 1-0. Paul Goldschmidt, 3-run shot in the 6th, made it 4-0. Cal Raleigh tried to bounce him back a little bit in the bottom half of the 8th, made it 4-2. They also had runners on, could not get anything across in the bottom of the 8th. To the 9th, where Ben Arroz back again, solo shot, his first of the year, made it 5-2. And Dominic Canzone with an RBI single, but not enough. Yankees 5, Mariners 3. Mariners fall below 500, 3-4, which is really rough after having 7 home games to start the year against Cleveland and New York. You would at least hope to be over 500. Yankees 5-1 to start the year. behind some phenomenal pitching. We keep on rolling. Not good pitching from the Giants yesterday as the Padres win 7-1. Padres had Hauser on the mound. No, sorry. The Giants had Hauser on the mound. He was not bad. 1 earned run, 7 hits, 4 innings, 4 strikeouts, and a walk in 5 1/3 innings pitched. On the opposite side, we had Nick Pivetta, who had a nice bounce back game after an ugly opening day. No earned runs, 1 walk, 5 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, and 2 walks. So very, very nicely pitched game from Mr. Pivetta. In terms of scoring, Manny Machado gets it started with an RBI single in the bottom of the first, makes it 1-0. A fielding error in the bottom of the fifth makes it 2-0 for the Padres, and that's all they get in that inning. 6th inning, Gavin Sheets, RBI double, makes it 3-0. Harrison Bader tries to get it back into more of a favor for the Giants. He's the only runner. He's the only RBI for the Giants. He gets an RBI single in the 7th. And then the offense goes off for the Padres in what was a 4-run 8th inning. Ramon Laureano, 2-run shot to make it 5-1. Fernando Tatis Jr., RBI single, makes it 6-1. And Xander Bogaerts with a 2-run or a RBI walk makes it 7-1. 4-run inning there. Nice little way for the Padres to avoid the sweep. They move up to 2-4. The Giants drop to 2-4 as well. Giants get to play tonight against the Mets. We got 2 games left. Twins and the Royals. And, of course, what everybody expected to be a high offensive game. Now, I'm joking. Nobody expected because Joe Ryan went 4 innings, allowing 5 earned runs, 9 hits, 3 strikeouts, and no walks. Kind of an ugly performance for his standards. On the opposite side, Noah Cameron, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 5 innings, 5 strikeouts, and a walk. It was the bullpen that got tagged up a little bit. Scoring in this one, which there was 22 runs. Isaac Collins, RBI double in the 2nd. Kyle Isabel follows it up with an RBI single. And Miguel Garcia with another RBI single. It makes it 3-0 at the end of 2. Bottom of the 3rd, Jonathan India with a single makes it 4-0. 4th inning, Miguel Garcia with a sac fly makes it 5-0. Minnesota retaliates with a single run in the top of the 5th by a Brooks Lee RBI single, makes it 5-1. Miguel Garcia back in the RBI column with a RBI walk, make it 6-1. Sac fly for Bobby Witt makes it 7-1. A fielder's choice made it 8-1 on Vinny Pasquantino's at bat. And we get another grand slam. Jonathan India, grand slam, makes it 12-1. And then a little bit of a comeback from the Twins. They scored 3 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th, 3 in the 9th. In the 7th inning, a RBI walk for Austin Martin. Luke Keeschel 2-run double gets it with an 8. Kyle Isabel with his 2nd home run of the season makes it 13-4. Victor Carantini RBI single, and then a hit by pitch to Austin Martin made it 13-5 and then 13-6. A 3-run shot for Josh Bell, his first of the year, makes it 13-9. That ends up being the final score. Normally you would think, the Twins scored 9 runs with Joe Ryan on the mound. That should be enough. Nope, 13-9. Royals win this game. They jump up to 3-2. Minnesota down to 1-4. And probably what was my most favorite play of the day, or not play, but favorite game of the day, the Guardians and the Dodgers. And Tim, why is this your favorite game of the day? Not only do we get to see the Guardians beat the Dodgers and the Dodgers lose, it was in the hands of some ECU Pirates. We'll talk about them in a minute. Yamamoto, 6 innings pitched, 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, and a walk. Not a bad performance, but when you have Gavin Williams on the opposite side going 7 shutout innings, allowing 2 hits, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts for the former ECU Pirate against the Dodgers. It was fantastic to see. Then he hands the ball off to Sean Armstrong, another ECU Pirate, who went 2/3 of innings, allowing 2 hits, 1 strikeout. Kept it quiet. In terms of offense, we had a an error, a stolen base error that scored 1 run, made it 1-0 Cleveland. Gabriel Arias with a solo shot for his first of the year makes it 1-0 or 2-0. Jose Ramirez with a 2-run shot makes it 4-0. A solo home run from Freddie Freeman, his first of the year in the bottom of the ninth. That is it for the Dodgers. 4-1. The Guardians take the series. They're now 4-3 on the year, and the Dodgers lose the series. They are now 4-2. But that's the entire MLB card. We'll be back again for tomorrow. Enjoy the small card for the MLB on April 2nd.